want to bring it to the greatest brand in fitness. And today also in India, it is the greatest brand in fitness.
Fitness is the same as sleeping, eating, drinking.
Fitness is everything for me.
If I can do at the end of the day the work I still want to do and I can do it, it's my fitness.
I am planning to become one of the richest person in fitness industry.
Should be number one always.
When you think of health and fitness, you think of the Talwalkars brand, which started here very much in Mumbai. On today's episode of All in the Family, we talk to the management and family of Talwalkars, the largest chain of fitness gyms in the country. Mr. Madhukar Talwalkar, Mr. Girish Talwalkar and Mr. Prashant Talwalkar. Thank you so much. Chairman, Director and Managing Director, respectively. I'd like to start with you, Mr. Madhukar Talwalkar. It's a very historical brand. It's actually been around since 1932.
Yes.
So, a lot of people didn't have the vision for fitness so early on. How did that come about in the family?
Actually, I tell you, I have not started this in 1932. It is my father who started it in 92, and the first branch started in car. I joined him, but I was with him all the time. Even if I was young, about 8-10 years old also, he used to take me to the gym, for some programs. Then I started actually working at the age of 14. Go to the gym, teach. But really, my father's vision, I watched him from the first day. His vision was always a future. But I have watched that he changed every time with the time. Equipment changing, interior changing, courses changing, starting for men, starting for women, starting for children, the number hours of the day.
But why gyms? Why fitness?
So somebody when he came to Bombay for work, somebody gave him a job in a small gym. That gym is still there. He started working in the gym. So it turned out to be his profession from the first day only. Then he still started his own, that, as I said, 1932.
And you're not actually brothers, you're cousins, right?
We're cousins.
So how many people are in the business?
Three of us, we work for this particular company called Talwalkars Better Value, which got incorporated in 2003-2004. But as a family, we are there together. Madhukar, that's my uncle, as the three brothers. So four of them and all of us, we have started since Madhukar is in the business.
But actively involved is just three of you?
This company has grown in a bigger size. Other is also growing, but this is the one which is multiplied into many. Today we are with 107 gyms in this particular company.
Yeah.
So that's how we are together, and three of us from the family is looking after this particular company, along with others of not the Talwalkar but the Gawandes and Bhatkar.
Yeah, of course. But Mr. Madhukar Talwalkar has the major shareholding.
Three of us together. Madhukar is the chairman of the company.
Yes, sure. So that has been split also into shares being proposed.
Equal three.
He would be first amongst equals, you can say that.
Okay. So you also listed very recently.
Yeah.
You went to the capital markets. How was that experience for you? I think just last year?
Overwhelming.
A huge learning experience.
Yeah. Are there any regrets though?
No,
because I mean today...
No. We thank God for that. In fact, other way around. To get oversubscribed by that many times, if I can mention that 28 times oversubscribed at the time when the markets were not so strong, I think it's a blessing and achievement both.
Girish, you're director.
Yeah.
And you're managing director.
Right.
So are you involved in the day-to-day?
Yeah, very much. A lot of internal structures.
We don't do anything else.
Okay.
Whole day, morning till night, 24 hours fitness.
Okay.
There are many branches happening. There are many spin-offs happening. I mean, franchises, low-cost gyms, weight loss. I mean, there are many more. There are a lot of internal plans.
Each has got a specialty. I'm specializing in equipment and franchising. He's expert in that weight loss nutrition system.
Girish is also a physiotherapist.
Oh.
So it adds on to his work. definitely. There is a very thin line difference actually of the individual responsibilities, but we also possess and have our own individual skills and expertise. We keep getting involved. We all, but three of us are very much involved in the operational level. He is crossing 78 now, Mr. Madhukar, and he is everywhere in India, wherever the branches are. So as Girish, so as I am. We keep involving ourselves in the expansion of more number of gyms. As he said, he is involved in the designing of different new designs of equipments to franchisee. He is involved in the weight loss program. Day-to-day operations, I take a lot of high-level interest. The new introduction in this year was hi-fi franchise model. There is another category which we see, the upper market, which will be coming out. So I am concentrating on that. So there is a very thin line difference between
what each of you do separately. You have various models of ownership, right, for gyms, as you said, direct ownership, franchising, joint ventures.
Yeah, right.
So how much of it is owned, roughly?
95% would be owned.
95%
Yeah.
is
Franchise is rolling out now. The franchise concept. Hopefully, it will be. We'll have 200 in the coming 2 years. The start is doing well. We rolled out about 2-3 months back, and already about 15-20 are.
It is more than 95%.
And when you say you own more than 95%, do you also own the real estate or do you lease?
Very less percent. We
10% maybe.
Maybe 10%.
So you like to go asset light?
Yeah, because that helps us to expand much faster.
What are the services that are actually the biggest money spinners for you as a gym?
Weight loss is picked up very well as such. The second is the club as such, where what we call as exercise and cardio machines. And third aligned to that is personal training. Of course, what follows after that is the aerobics, massage, spas, wherever we have.
Do you partake of these facilities also?
Very much.
Yeah.
We work out regularly.
Are you a regular gym?
Yeah, very much.
We eat the same bread butter what we sell, so we are into it.
We need our daily fix.
And you're present across over 50 cities, right?
Yeah.
Currently?
Yes.
You added a huge number of gyms last year.
I think it is 31 gyms in that 1 year.
And what is the plan this year?
So overall in this financial year it should be around 25 added more.
So less than last year though?
Yeah, because there is much more involvement in other matters like hi-fi I have not included what Mr.
Right,
Madhukar
which is the franchise.
Yeah, which is another 17, 20 and maybe more number and that.
What is the average rate of growth you've seen in the last three years, for example?
Are we talking the number of clubs or are we talking about
revenue growth?
Revenue wise? We are constantly having around 10 to 15%.
No, financially 60 to 80% CAGR.
Financially, yes, but as the number of gyms, 10 to 15% is the growth in the number of gyms. Financially, it is going around
60 to 80% every year.
Yeah.
The last 3-4 years.
Right. Okay.
And we will be trying to maintain that in the coming 2 or 3 years.
How do you plan to take the brand forward? Because there's a lot of competition now in this space.
There are a couple of reasons, ways we manage that. I take it as being a pioneer. There's some sort of a lead, definitely, in our hand. Competition, as you said again correctly, that it may not be in 2-tier and 3-tier cities, but it's in the urban and the city, what we call it as. There is no just one single player as such, what we call it. There are many aspects, local gyms, etc., etc. We change as per the requirement very quickly. Is the USP what we have? A lot of people have faith in us, so that helps us. We stand by what we commit. So there are many factors as such to allow us to remain ahead. Competition is definitely coming. We evolve very fast, bringing in the new facilities, to new machines, to new concepts. So all this allows us to remain ahead.
If I may say, we have concrete plans for the next 3 years, but we cannot talk about them in detail till they have matured. But they're very
But broadly, I mean.
larger clubs, weight loss, equipment. I mean, there are many which would maintain this growth rate.
What is your market share? I know it's a very largely unorganized sector.
It's unorganized, so how do you define it in an
At least
organized?
within the branded segment.
60-70% in the branded segment. There are 2 or 3 brands in fitness.
Yeah.
2 or 3 at the most. And pan India, maybe 2.
So that's you and Gold's Gym.
Bas, that's it.
You are not asked what is the percentage people are doing exercise. Just like too many people and this is too much, too many gyms.
No, I believe the penetration is less than 0.5%.
Bombay City, I'll tell you, Bombay City, only 2% people are going to the gyms, including ordinary gyms to top gyms, including hotel gyms, club gyms. Only 2%. 2% people take care at home. 2% of approximately, they do play games, sports or some other thing, they do. Only 6% are taking care. 94, I'm talking city, 94% are not taking care. They are our market future. Even 1% increases, it becomes a big boost. So we can have more number of branches even in Bombay. Bombay, Kolkata, Delhi, Chennai, this is 2%. But if you see whole country, you separate, it is not, it is 0.1, not even 0.1%. 99.9% are not going to the gyms. So there is a tremendous market.
And where do you have the maximum number of gyms? Which city?
Bombay.
Still.
20, I think. 20.
Ours.
Yeah. You have maximum.
Bombay, because it began from Bombay. 30-40 year lead. Na?
Okay. And the next couple of cities?
Bangalore, Chennai,
Calcutta.
Bangalore. Calcutta 3, no?
Calcutta hopefully should be another 4 coming up in this financial year, hopefully.
And one thing I would like to tell, wherever we have gone, others have followed us.
We're in one of the gyms of Talwalkar in South Mumbai in Warden Road. What is the average size of a gym?
It is about 5,000 square feet.
And how many trainers?
No, it is not that every, but according to the location, we have different sizes. This is for example, this is 10,000 square feet.
Okay.
But we have taken it from.
But
25
average
years
size
back.
is about 5,000. And how many trainers?
Around 30 trainers would be average to a gym. Part of them would be personal and part would be general trainers.
And of course there will be different prices for different cities.
Very much.
So Mumbai is the most expensive?
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. We strike a balance. There are many factors. The cost of that place, the equipment, the ambience. Such factors would influence.
Rent, the city, the salaries, electricity, everything is calculated.
Each gym is an individual profit center and they have the freedom to keep their customers happy.
So which is the most profitable or the most?
The revenue wise, Calcutta is right now leading, but I'm sure this is number 2.
Have you seen places like Mumbai and Delhi and Bangalore where a lot of gyms are coming up? Have you seen your market share drop a little bit?
No, it tends to. Then we figure out what to do and we again swing back. We introduce new
Concentration
facilities.
is always towards retention.
Yeah.
So looking at the door or new footfalls is of course required time to time, but the concentration always being towards retention.
But do you think there's been a big burst of growth in this business last 1-2 years, or?
Yes, the industry is growing rapidly.
But only in the last 1 or 2 years.
Last 5-6 years, I would say. No, I would go earlier. 10. I mean, 2001 onwards, there is a gradual increase all over the country. The industry is growing very rapidly. You are defining it as clubs. We define it as personal training, even training at home, equipment.
Even that is your competition, right?
So we define it that way.
How much, like, unorganized sector is what? 60-70% of the market, maybe more?
Maybe more.
80% of the market?
90% I would say.
90% still unorganized?
Yes.
Meaning personal training,
Individual clubs, single-owned clubs.
local clubs.
Fitness facilities in societies, complexes, clubs.
So all that is giving you a lot of competition.
Definitely it would be. Definitely. We have ways of, dealing with that. Which is why we are here, and which is why we are growing.
Yeah.
The greatest advantage for us, we are ahead 40-50 years ahead of them.
Sure. But all of you are individually very passionate about fitness, right? All three of you.
Very much.
We eat, breathe and sleep.
So you work out every day?
We do.
Even you?
He works out every day.
I'm one of the most regular in the world.
And you're actually the only one who's gotten into his tennis shoes here. But it's very much a family business, right? Because there's so many of you. And
Not really, I wouldn't say. Right now it's quite professional.
Is it a family business?
No, family business.
Yes, but there are professionals.
It has made the shift. It would run without the family also today. The family would manage it, but the shift has been achieved.
What is your target for the number of gyms in the next 3 years?
Hope to do around, just if we talk only about, other than the Hi-Fi, which is a franchisee, other than that, I hope we should be able to do around 25 to 30 gyms in a year.
Okay. And franchisee route? You said 200
in another 2 to 3 years.
Okay. Yeah. But in terms of succession, you have a son in the business and you have a nephew.
This is my son.
Yeah. So.
This is my nephew.
Yeah. So how does that work? That's a little complicated, right? Most people don't have.
Till you said it was not complicated.
No, but most people don't have this sort of structure. It's either just an immediate family or.
Maybe we have grown organically. Each managing his own gyms.
Yeah.
So even right now I manage my gyms, he manages gyms, he manages gyms. And we come together at the center to larger plans.
See how I brought him in.
Together.
See my idea, how I brought him in when he was 17-18 years old. I gifted him one gym.
You gifted him a gym. That's quite a gift.
Yes. Now it has become a big gym at Padala.
Okay.
He owns it.
Right.
I gifted. Then I wanted my daughters to come. They are still in this. I gifted my daughter and his wife a small gym. I gifted them a gym.
Okay, so you have daughters in the business as well.
But they are not in this company.
Yeah.
But they are in fitness.
So
his wife is in fitness.
How many subsidiary companies come under this?
Right now, no, but we are working at it for new ventures.
We have brought everything
Any new
inside.
venture. Suppose we go into the club venture. Larger clubs, full-scale clubs. They would do a subsidiary or maybe whatever. Next plans are still under what you call.
But they'll all be subsidiaries. When you say larger clubs, you mean including.
Depends on the business size, the way we see it.
Okay, but you mean including sports facilities and that sort of
could
thing?
Could be. No, many possibilities. I can't reveal everything until it has matured to a certain level.
Sure, but when you say larger club, I just wanted to get a sense of what that means.
You're right. To some extent, what we talk about is a sports club with a lot of sports facilities. But as you said correctly, the maturity has to come for us to speak more about it. But that's the aim, or that's the plan which we bring the health club to the club level.
Okay. There are other partners in the business as well, right?
Yes.
Apart from your family. Who are they?
Then Mr. Gawande, the two brothers, and one is Mr. Harsha Bhatkal. Now they have expertise in finance, stock markets, raising funds, at global level and India level.
Vinayak and Anand Gawande both are chartered accountants, basically. Harsha is also an MBA. So we have come together with a purpose, and they are not just the investors. They are not
Do
just.
you all have equal ownership?
Very much.
No, they are about
we would be-
60%. We were 60%, they were 40%. But now it has become public, no?
Yeah.
But average, it is same, 60-40.
Okay. 60-40 is the split.
Ratio.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is what I mean. There are so many owners of one.
But it's a company now.
one-
Now expertise will manage it, not ownership.
And we always talk with one word, that we are so together, they and we. Plus we have got 6 directors.
Independent directors, and we are the 6 promoters. So together we have come in a way where everybody contributes something in the company.
What if someone wants to exit the business? Is that exit option available?
Why would you want to exit?
No, just you know, can you exit with your share of a business?
For example, anybody who owns shares in any company who could exit at any time. Tata, Mahindra, anybody, they could just sell it in the shares and walk out any day. Hypothetically, that is possible. But the way we see it right now, when you see such huge growth ahead, it would be silly to
There's no reason.
walk out right now.
They are working so together, they are expanding. If I got, as I said, one year ideas.
It's a baby right now. The company is a baby right now.
You have other companies also, maybe not necessarily under Talwalkar.
No, that is different family. It is Talwalkar only, but that's different family.
Okay. Nothing to do with...
No, their logos are different, their
what you are
working
doing
is different.
Okay. In terms of revenue, 5 years down the line, what do you see yourself as? Right now you're at...
The growth in the past couple of years, last 2 years, 3 years is very encouraging. And why we should not grow, I don't see reason no. We have almost grown by 50 to 60% every year. So hopefully we do this kind of by number of gyms as well as the financial growth. So if you look at the financial figures also, they have shown a good response.
Is there any fundraising that you plan to do?
On a regular basis.
Yeah.
I think when
financial questions, I think, would be
anyway, all this financial requirement, as and when the projects, depending upon what we want to do, how we want to grow, whenever it is required with the internal accruals to debt funding to public funding, everything will come in the picture. But we don't say no.
Sit together.
Right now, primarily, the growth is there, but we don't know when.
But decision making is all of you sitting together.
Always.
Yes.
It's very much collective. For example, if hi-fi is to be done, the board approves it and then it...
He has got ideas, I have got ideas. They are, even though
The board will have to approve it.
come with the ideas.
Yeah. In terms of an individual gym, what kind of margins do you make? Because equipment is expensive, labor is becoming more and more
I can
expensive.
tell you this is in public domain. Our EBITDA is in public domain.
Yeah.
It's 30 to 40% is the EBITDA we have now across the board.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's pretty
We
good.
do a lot of things. We've been doing it for 20 years. No? So we do a lot of things to keep it there. I mean, internal techniques, methods, sales, a lot of things.
So you're going to stay with the fitness business, bring in new sort of areas, but all under fitness.
Yeah.
Into the
Scope in India is so large and so much still left to cover. I think we are still good at it and we can still continue. Looks there is some more years definitely left.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
much.